You are 15. You have never killed anyone. Tonight, that changes. Or you don't come home. The macuahuitl in your hand is a club lined with obsidian blades, sharper than steel, and it was handed to you this morning by a man who did not tell you his name. He didn't need to. You knew what the club meant the second it touched your palm. You do not fight to kill. You fight to take. A dead enemy is worthless. A living one is a career. You grab a man twice your size by the hair, put the obsidian to his throat, and drag him back through the smoke to your own lines. He is not a body. He is proof. He is the first rung of a ladder that has no ceiling and no safety net. You are Telemani now, one captive. They give you an undecorated club, a plain shield, and a red loincloth. The color of a beginning, not an achievement. Everyone can see what you are. Everyone can see what you aren't yet. The man you dragged back walked up the temple steps 3 days later. You watch. You are supposed to watch. This is the job. 2 captives. Tenochtitlan. Now you get color. Black and red. The tlahuistli suit. Sandals. A conical hat that says this one has done it twice. This one is not luck. You start to notice something about the men above you. They don't talk about the killing. They talk about the counting. 4 crescents on a shield. A tassel of a certain color. A hat shaped a certain way. The entire Aztec military is a language written in fabric, and you are learning to read it before you can fully speak it. The empire does not pay you in coin. It pays you the right to be looked at differently. 3 captives. Papalotl. They put a banner shaped like a butterfly on your back. Beautiful, fragile looking, worn by a man who is neither. It is meant to be seen from behind, in retreat, so that even your own side knows. This one does not run first. You start dragging your own men back now, not just enemies. A friend, gut open, still breathing. You carry him the way you once carried captives. Except this time you're praying the whole way that he's still worth carrying. Some ranks are earned through killing. This one you earn in the carrying. 4 captives. This is where the ladder splits from the ground you started on. Cuauhtlotl, Eagle or Jaguar. They are considered equal, 2 faces of the same rank. And this is the highest tier a man born a commoner can reach in the entire empire. You are noble now, not in blood, but in law. You may keep concubines. You may drink pulque. You may sit at the royal table and eat food you were never meant to taste. The feathers are ceremonial. The privileges are not. You were nothing 4 captives ago. Now you're something the palace has to make room for. This is the whole promise of the system, laid bare. Bring back enough men, and the empire will forget where you came from. It will not, however, forget what you owe it. 5 or 6 captives. Otonton. You carry the macuahuitl now, the true one, the one with 4 crescent moons on the shield, and your hair is bound back in a red tasseled ribbon that marks you before you've said a word. The Otomis go in first. Always first. The empire needs men who volunteer to be the first thing an enemy sees, and it has learned that fear alone does not make a man volunteer twice. Something you notice at this rank. Nobody above you smiles much. The higher you climb, the more silent the men become. You used to think it was pride. It's arithmetic. Every captive was a man who might have taken you instead. Many captives. 20 documented acts of battlefield bravery, at minimum. Cuauchique, the Shorn Ones. They shave your head to the scalp and leave 1 braid, by the left ear, so that every enemy on every battlefield you ever stand on again knows exactly what they're looking at before you've swung once. This is the highest military order the empire has. High-ranking commanders come from here. Kings have come from here. You have spent your entire adult life turning other men's lives into rungs on your own ladder, and you are standing near the top of it now. And the view from here is not what the 15-year-old with the borrowed club imagined. The view from here is just more men below you, doing exactly what you did. Someone has to be the rung. It was never going to stop being someone. Tenochtitlan. General. You are in the codex now. Literally. A painted figure in the record the empire keeps of the men who made it. Nobility by right, not by grant. You command warriors who are themselves already legends in their own districts. You have not held a captive with your own hands in years. You hold captives now the way a river holds water, by directing where 1,000 other men's hands go. This is the top of the ladder. It was built to be climbed. It was never built to be safe once you got there. August 1521. Tenochtitlan is surrounded. The Spanish have brigantines on the lake. Smallpox has already done more damage to the city than any army in Aztec history ever managed. And it did it without a single warrior of theirs stepping onto a battlefield. A man named Tenochtitlan, Ottomi rank, 5 or 6 captives behind him. Everything this latter promises already earned. Leads the defense of Tlatelolco, alongside 2 other men whose names survive only because someone wrote them down before the city fell. He does not surrender. The entire hierarchy you climbed, Tlamani to Quextecatl to Papalotl to Eagle to Otomi to Shorn One to General, assumes there will always be a next war, a next empire to feed its captives, a next generation of 15-year-olds handed clubs by men who won't give their names. There is no next war. There are only the 80 days of siege, and then there is nothing. No ladder, no rank, no banner, no braid. Just a city on fire, and an empire that spent 300 years perfecting a system for producing warriors, and never once built a system for surviving the day the enemy didn't play by its rules. The rungs don't remember who climbed them. Somewhere, right now, a boy is being handed something heavier than he expected. He doesn't know the word Tlamani. He doesn't know what a butterfly banner means, or why the men above him don't smile, or that the ladder he's about to start climbing was built for an empire that no longer exists. He just knows the weight of the thing in his hands. He grips it anyway. He always does.